drinks for that one.
Juve Politricks makes sense? Juve Politricks, welcome. Another edition, of course. We're here with the Cress. We're here with, of course, former president. And now, what do you do again?
I'm a reveler.
News desk.
I'm enjoying myself.
Nah, let me cut to it.
I'm in a different thing.
Let me cut to it. Let me cut to it. We are broadcasting from the lovely Joycelyn Iredale Festival Village. Today, we're supposed to take Politricks, so we come.
To do it here.
We come to talk. And then all of a sudden, we start to hear some skillful band music in the back, and I'm like, what? Skillful on stage?
I thought it was sound check.
So I turn around, and I noticed that Chachi don't have nothing, South 2000 have nothing on the big jumbotron there, and the stage.
Yeah.
It's at the government building. So I don't know if you saw the video earlier. I went there because I couldn't believe it. I was like, they're trying to prank me. So
Face up.
yeah, so I was right there. Alston was right there, and I was in front of the building, and it was like, hey, you can't come in, you know. The people's house, you can't come in.
Invite only?
You gotta invite only.
Boss, what?
Wait, that's all.
I was like, but I came to pay my taxes. They was like, no, come back on Monday. No, come back on Tuesday. No, Carnival break. Next month, so come back next month. Just hold your receipt.
It's an off day today. The government.
Official or unofficial?
I don't know. Is this for the public? Is this the people's building? Right? This.
And there's so much things wrong with it, but I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. So we're gonna start off with Cressburk take on it. Please explain to people.
I don't want to explain. I just want to know one question. Where they get the money from?
It's in the budget.
No, it ain't in the budget.
No,
the budget wasn't ratified. Oh, stop, you behave yourself. The budget was not ratified.
They knew it was coming. That's why they gave him a permit on the same day of Carnival.
So my main question is...
Do they have a permit?
We care about a permit. We looking at the budget.
You don't care about a permit.
No, I want to know about the budget.
That's why he wasn't elected.
But do you need a permit to be on
You
your
don't need
own?
permit for that.
On your own land?
It's their own little shindig.
Oh, but
They
Carnival.
doing it outside
Needs a
on the
permit.
road. They're doing it inside.
We can literally hear them right now. The Interrupting Business Act, the permission
Where Ludi?
they give us to use.
Where Ludi at?
Ludi busy with her party.
So, you mean to say the MPs ain't invited? But you finish. When you finish, I go.
No. So why you trying to say? Why you trying to say?
You finish.
We got money for this. We got money for that. The budget can't reach back to Parliament as yet, Al. You understand? All of the MPs asked, because they talking opposition, the opposition MPs asked, bring back the budget because we have a deadline now. So what's more important? The FASA, bringing back the budget because we have money for this, we got money for Soul Beach, we got money for so much things. But then they turn around and they still tell us in the same breath, we don't got no money. So what really going on?
You know who else don't got no money?
Who got no money?
The people told us today, with all of the free food, the drinks and entertainment going on over
They
there.
didn't vote for Messelina. That's why. So it's okay.
Monkey
Listen.
Rich?
Everybody vote for
That's not one of the 1,300 people, I guess.
Okay, like,
He
can I-
only focuses on his 1,300,
Can I-
not everybody else.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
And also, I know that they have a permit also for the marketplace. Oh no, they don't have that. But they have a permit for the government building, for a party that they didn't tell nobody about. And I said, please, what do you do to get in the party? What do you have to have? I sweat it.
I can't wait to speak because this is the first time on Politricks. I am not with the SCDF. Support SCDF, big up on yourself 100%. But because I'm not with the SCDF, I can speak freely about Carnival as much as I want. So I want to bring up some actual facts that makes this very absurd.
Okay.
Go ahead.
One, for at least 4 to 5 years, SCDF has been complaining or asking government to not give a permit to other institutions that are, you're gonna put it that close, because, or maybe because they're so loud.
No,
Yeah, put
I
it closer.
want you to say it.
Wait,
I've always been asking government to not allow permits two organizations or businesses very close to the village, or let me say, very close to where the boot holders come out to make money and the outside boot holders come out to make money. We have said for 6 or 7 years, please stop leaving a bank, do a free, a bank that does not support Carnival. Do a free, I didn't say that.
They take out the machine out of the village for a reason. Thank you, Banco.
That was one thing, but not let them have a public, open, block party when you have boot holders who invest so much money to make some money.
Slow down.
That's one. But it's very,
Okay,
it's very
no, I'm feeling it because I was like, reporter mode.
You're feeling it? It's wild. Anyway, that's one. Two, I know SEF has always asked for money. They've been very open recently about bills and stuff. So I know they get some money, but I know that money ain't cover all the bills. But money spending over there though, that's another thing. And now let's go to the facts of the thing. I heard from some civil servant friends of mine that one, you had to register if you was coming here today. So you got to register to go to work. And apparently they didn't register. Rumor that you would be escorted out the door if you was yesterday and today. Now you're feeling good and you come to work to the Carnival block. I don't think that's legal. We got to ask somebody in the league, but I don't think that's legal.
Oh, but they set in a mousetrap. Remember months ago, they come out with a press release that basically stated, hey, ghost workers, wherever you are, even though we're still paying you, tell us who you are so we could dismiss you with honors.
You know, it kind of looked like a trap when you look at it. They got like one small area to get into.
It literally is a trap.
I am happy the government chose to have local talent, great. But why now? Why not in the beginning? Why not like before Carnival to promote to the civil service? You know what's going on? You know what might be going on? I just realized something.
Hey, lower your voice.
You know what might be going on?
Inside boys, they could hear us.
Wait, did anybody else get invites? This is just... Maybe they're giving away 50 free passes. Because that's happened before. And I gotta say, the same players involved. So it may happen. Maybe they're giving away passes. I don't know.
Wow.
Because that happened before.
I tried to find a good excuse that they couldn't come up with. And I know this government, based on...
You can't do it because you're a politician.
Wait.
You're on that type.
Okay, what they're going to say is, they're going to say, the civil servants have been working very hard.
Yes.
Really?
And we decided to do a Easter Carnival party, even though the biggest cultural event in St. Martin during the month of April
happening across the street.
The
booths are empty. I don't see nobody by no booths, so maybe we could get food today. But I can tell you, everybody over there looks full. They look full. They're having a good time. They ain't coming here tonight.
Who paying for it, Cressburk? Get the calculator out, because we need to find this money. The same way how they find money for Soul Beach, they could find money for this party. Did Carnival get their money today? Did they get their money?
I don't know.
They get a cola? Did the cola?
I ain't get no cola. This is sour mix.
No, not the cola. I'm talking about the cola for the...
Cost of living.
No.
Because I would be so upset with the civil servants for going to this party, eating the food, and now you ain't get paid.
But maybe they get paid.
I hope you get paid.
They get paid.
They get paid? They get a cola?
We would think so. But then, Andrew, you
Are you there at the party eating finger snack, laughing with them?
Andrew.
And are you ain't get paid?
You know it's a good thing.
And are you on vacation?
Andrew,
You know what's ain't get paid?
You always say St. Martin is not a...
It's not supposed to be a real thing, though.
Well, I heard this just in.
This just in. That's wrong.
You don't even have a phone.
I do. It's in my ears, like it's implanted. So listen, this just in.
Yeah.
There are over 200 full belly people over there. I'm not saying you can't feed them, but I surprised they even trust
No.
eating food from government catering again. But that's a whole other story. Let me don't go there. It's time. Let's don't go there. But I say this. That was unnecessary. I should have said that. Anyway, we roll in. 200 people over there eating. That could have been over here.
No, man, it's fine. That's fine.
That could have been over here eating.
Yeah, but you're eating the people's food. I get it. You're eating the food.
It's for the people, by the people.
But somebody...
Wait, who do the catering this year?
I don't know. Not the boot holders, apparently.
Maybe it's somebody from the boot Nah, they wouldn't think that far.
Shayla's, you know, there's true Shayla. Shayla, cause if they say Shayla, I go in.
But wait,
But Shayla down there, so
Al, other than that, Andrew, other than that, there's some other hotter topics.
Let me go.
there are hotter topics.
Yeah, hotter topics.
No, I ain't done with him.
Stop sending voice notes, Al. Don't send them to Andrew.
I don't send voice notes.
You don't send voice notes?
I don't trust that.
I don't send none.
Somebody send a bad voice note. What's going on?
But you got some one about good MP.
Oh,
Meet me at the bar.
wait. I ain't got nothing to say about this.
No, you know what? So weird.
It's a personal business. I don't care.
It's personal. It's just weird though.
Yeah, I don't care. She's an MP, and that's the only reason why we reported on it.
I don't even know who are you talking about, but whatever it is.
Shamira Roseberg, of course, consider it solved. It's your personal business, so I don't care.
Okay, that's crazy.
I don't care.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's a personal business. So at least I didn't get sucker punch.
Okay.
There's some other weird things going
Or
on.
knockout. Sucker punch or knockout.
They became a pirate.
What are you talking about? Talking about Ray Peterson.
What has happened to a pirate? You don't wear patches.
Oh, it's so long.
Black-
You don't do politics, and you got all of this drama to discuss.
Yeah, so much things.
Damn.
So many things.
Okay.
All right,
So,
Member of Parliament Ray Peterson, is on the investigation. Why?
Again?
Because he decided.
Allegedly.
hey, by the way, they're not a sponsor, so hold a bottle like that, please. Thank you.
It's just brown liquor. It's just brown liquor. So what he did was,
What did he do?
look what he did.
Oh, you were drinking?
This is like Sesame Street
In
again.
Carnival, you mean?
No, not in Carnival.
Oh,
Before Carnival.
oh.
You were
Because
drinking. He was at the bar.
Nothing wrong with the drink. I mean, what's wrong with that?
yeah, I
You
mean,
think I'm gonna get elected and can't take a drink?
no. So the story is
I
on-
won't get elected. We know this. We won't get elected. We know this. You know this. I'll take my 15 and walk away.
I was just.
But I mean to say, they got these people. They can have drinks. What's wrong with that?
Exactly, but what you can't do is
So you condone it. They can have drinks. They can have affairs.
what you can't do is this. You can't do this.
This is St. Martin, bro.
Oh, okay.
So
But then
I can talk?
But then Al, wait. You can talk just now.
sorry. Go ahead. It's your show.
Al, let me be honest.
No, it's it.
As a leader, really and truly, there's just certain things you can do, and there's certain things you can't do no more.
What
because
happened-
people are looking at you as an example figure
I understand. I agree with
within
that.
the community.
But what happened when he was drinking? Sorry, I just been busy.
I know. I don't drink.
What's
so I
wrong with the
don't
drink?
know.
I think I have a drink.
Hey, don't hail Hitler.
I had a drink with an empty.
I'm trying to get my turn.
Oh, you, yeah.
Okay.
Your show. Go ahead.
Tag, you're in.
Yeah. It's all about you. Go ahead. No problem.
You don't know who I be?
Yo,
Are you?
That's what he did,
he do that to somebody?
and that's why he gets sucker punch.
Are you?
You don't know who I be? Bam,
Who you be?
a member of Parliament,
What I have to do with it?
and that's why he's being investigated now.
Yeah, you can't. That's, you see, abuse of power.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
for the
that's-
court, that was a testimony that I received from the actual person that sucker punched the good member of Parliament.
Really?
Yeah. I have it on record, so
Wow.
I can play it for you if you want to, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, but
I don't
listen,
snitch.
don't do that again, huh? Because
See?
it's you.
But you see,
I
but
know
you
it's
see,
your next man.
but you see,
And you know I got one
it's
for you.
belittling. What's with the
Whoa,
violence?
whoa,
eh?
whoa,
You got one for a while.
It's kind of revenge. We don't
Just
fight in the
vibes.
village.
Just
like
vibes.
Nobody fights.
Just
I'm
vibes.
calm.
No violence.
I'm calm. I'm
I
just
hope
a
you won't pay
Scorpio.
money for your fine.
I'm
because-
just a Scorpio. Relax.
okay.
I'm good.
So it was belittling. It was belittling to anybody, especially a man in front of a woman.
Yeah.
He couldn't take it.
Oh, the fella was around women.
Girl.
Yeah, no, he was. He's a driver. So he's not a jet. He's a taxi driver.
Are you?
His brother's a taxi, and he was parked up. I gave the whole story on the late night long time.
You just watch that.
Yeah, but guess what? You want to do politics so long, the story got a little cold, so we warming it up.
Who just watch late
I don't
night?
wanna walk.
Just tell me the whole thing again, please. Come on.
Exactly. Come on.
Anyway, so the chess thing, the guy was like, "Oh hell no!" So you see the angle you had? He was like, "Today is the day," and he just went.
Marathon Super Saiyan.
And the sad part about it is when he was on the ground, which is kind of dirty of the taxi driver. That's dirty from you, by the way.
I mean, I'm glad that. Let's just.
However, because if somebody drunk and they on the floor, why you gonna go over them and
But
Maybe
when-
he
when-
didn't
when-
recognize.
Wait.
He didn't
Maybe he didn't recognize he was
Remember.
the MP because he was drunk.
Well, he was strong.
In the heat of
Oh.
in the rage, you know,
He shut my ass up.
in the rage,
Maybe.
in the rage.
Okay.
But also,
Bam. That's rage. That's inciting.
I was told growing up when you got a man down, you keep him down. So I don't know. I don't know.
That's
I
what-
will allow you to get back up and beat me.
And the reason why we could talk about it out in the public is because the good MP decided to give a complete account as to what exactly happened.
Oh, he had said this?
Because he wanted to clarify that he wasn't knocked out. He was sucker punch. So please stop with the fake news. It wasn't a knockout. It was a sucker punch.
Oh, but listen, a knockout is the result of a sucker punch. They're not like,
He's a lawyer.
They're not-
Technicalities.
they're not conflicting.
He's the
Ideas,
lawyer.
yeah.
Technicalities.
They're not conflicting things. You
It's-
can't
it's
go
so-
knocked
So
out
my question
and
is now, hi,
get sucker punch.
Andrew, will he be hollering in Parliament or did that just pull him out a little bit?
Cool. No, he was out the next day.
No, I mean cool out,
Out
in
of
the
what?
sense, and cool
Out
out
of
in the
his-
sense of his hollering in Parliament. Yeah, Madam Chair, you understand? You don't
No, he don't see himself like that. He says he's a real guy
Yeah,
that
real
likes
guy.
to talk to everyone.
Is this a move he does?
That's what he. Yeah, that's how he talks.
If you go back and watch himself,
I don't watch Parliament. I don't have time for
You're
that.
supposed to watch it.
Yeah, a newsman.
Come on.
Jesus.
I read
Yes.
it.
That's why he just reads
You got
the
to
news.
like,
He's a presenter. All right.
What else we got happening
So-
on the lovely island of St. Martin? Juve, what happening?
to be honest with you all, like
The budget. Let me talk about
Oh.
the budget.
they ain't got budget yet.
No.
But we talk about that
It's-
just now.
But how they got party?
Exactly.
Not my business.
No, the money's from
Sorry.
Last year.
the money's from last.
So last year money.
Last year money ain't done yet.
They wasn't broke last year.
But the last year money was from the year before. So my question is now, how much money still in this budget remaining and does get spent all over the place? And then the other question would be, what's going on with this case that happened in VSR that everybody quiet about?
What case happened here, sir?
The alleged 48,500.
We didn't talk about that last
We
time.
talked about it last time, and you still on it.
People still around?
You should leave the shoestring man alone. Like leave him alone. It's Carnival. Okay, good. You don't know what that is.
7 Up.
Eh,
Just call him 7 Up.
Oh,
Back in the day.
you.
Like Sprite?
That's
I've been around. People
been
might
around,
think
boy.
I might not get 15 votes, but I've been more than 25 years in politics now. People don't understand that. I know everybody's
7 Up.
Used to call him 7 Up. If you don't know that,
Better than Sprite?
he was the youngest elected person at the time.
Wow.
Youngest.
All right, stop. All right.
Testicular fortitude.
Wow. He got his political history there.
When
huh?
I worked for people or parties, I pay attention.
Yo, I put way too
Right
much.
now, that's not telling you. I don't really pay attention.
I understand how Ray feels. Jesus, I put way too much in there.
Hey, if you punch me though, I'm gonna knock you out live.
I cannot do so well, star.
I got another thing to bring up.
What's that?
If it's awkward, let me know it's awkward.
It's awkward.
How the hell, and this is from my past life, you know, like every year Carnival has to put up these street signs, like the whole Swaniga Boulevard and Pondfield, and tell them as the main sponsor, usually, okay, like a company as the main sponsor usually does that designs for that. And usually, until this year, it always at least says Carnival on the things that's going up. But this year, all I see is this logo and the company logo. Like the whole Pondfield and the whole Swaniga Boulevard is posted up with a company, an alleged company that
The smart.
allegedly keeps people connected. That
Tell him,
company.
tell him.
How the hell they're allowed him to put up these things with no Carnival on it? I think the other government company like GB should be really upset about this because GB allows this to happen. GB allows us to use the polls.
First of all.
Not us. I'm no longer with SCDF, but allows the SCDF to use the polls along with its main sponsor to put up Carnival-related media on top of the polls. But I don't see nothing about Carnival. If you was on the island as somebody just visiting, you'd go down the pond and be like, that's cool. Who's T? Who's T? This is the T. How come we don't have Carnival nowhere on top of that?
Okay.
And mind you, I know Arya is main sponsor of Carnival. I don't have nothing to do with Carnival, so I can speak freely. And my phone is prepaid, so
So we
get me.
dress up the tags them. There are other more important things. Exactly. For example, the fella in Harlem who decide.
Wait. It seems
Hold
like you
on.
pulling up.
Yeah,
You
because
want
you
to
won't tell him. Because you won't tell him I
Hello.
can't discuss it.
Hello.
I just talked about
Tell him
Grisha.
now.
I just talked
Hello.
about
Wash your mouth and let me
Nah.
talk.
Nah.
I just showed up my friend Grisha like,
No.
cool, like I'm supposed to stay here and just be cool. Now I call about your company.
Exactly. Because if you sit telling me all of a sudden,
You-
hey.
You got shares? You
got
on the board?
You want to come out of the shot and let me do it?
You on the board?
What kind of thing is this?
If you on the board,
You
let me
very
talk
right.
about News Desk. Because News Desk is TV15, by the way.
So let me finish my thoughts on the lovely boots there.
50 sponsored by whom?
TV15 is sponsored by Talam, which
We gotta dress up the tags.
I'm gonna fix this.
We
Stop.
moving
Okay, yeah, we moving on. Okay, we moving on. No, we moving on. You're right.
Listen,
He's right. He's right.
Alston Lawrence does News Desk, which is sponsored inadvertently by Talam. But this is Al. This is Carnival Al. This is Canna Al. This is me.
Okay.
I can say what I want.
Thank you so much. Host, let's continue with the topic.
Yes,
let's
because
sit up.
obviously the Dutch people try
Talk
to take
about
over.
blind side.
Yes.
But I ain't vexed about that. I ain't vexed about
No.
it.
I vexed about it. Yeah, definitely.
The man say send a bunch of Nederlanders. So what we be?
Oh, are you I'm not a Nederlander. I don't know about you.
So
you know
our
why?
passport say Nederlandse. So what we be?
The passport also say don't belong to you. They say belong to the Koninkrijk.
They're Nederlander.
Yeah, so I don't think, you know how I know I'm not a Nederlander?
Uh-huh.
Because when I went to live there, they told me I wasn't a Nederlander. That's a nationality, bro.
Hey.
And it's funny you saying that today and you got
I think what's all the same.
you got your Kofi Annan suit
Listen.
or your African gear today. So maybe that's why you call yourself a Nederlander, but we don't even
but
slide.
here's a joke. Here's the thing.
That's our nationality.
No, but you guys,
Oh, you get to smoke? I can't smoke.
One SXM and the different platforms
Oh.
have always advocated.
Now my voice gonna change.
Like, hey, there is something
Yeah.
wrong within the kingdom, within the setup that we have right now.
You realize that now?
Nobody,
You realize that now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nobody saw it until somebody literally was chatting a bunch of fraud, and the person next to him did so. Like, nigga,
Oh.
you crazy?
Oh,
Okay.
Miss, what your name is? Terry Death or
Barnett,
something like that.
De MP, de good MP op de Tweede Kamer. Hallo, hoe gaat het?
Good, are you let me cook?
Kanker Nikkel. Huh?
Let me cook. Let me
Okay,
cook. Let me
go,
cook.
go. Let's go.
That fella say what he say about St. Martin. Yeah, he gonna come down here. It's 88 square kilometers. Blah blah blah. We're gonna bring 200 Dutch people in here.
Cool.
So basically, gonna do what they do in Curacao and Bonaire
Cool.
and Saban Station
Cool.
already, which we've been saying. Secondly, to that, people jumped up in defense. There's these people who just defend colonialism as much as possible because we Dutch. And when they jump up in defense, they say, "Man, he ain't important, man. He just represents 3 out of 150
You think they
people."
forget that they
That
negotiated
was the same
reparations?
thing that Geert Wilders did 10 to 15 years ago.
Yeah, but
Get
where
up-
is he now?
He win the election.
Okay, so behave.
He win the election. Thank
Okay,
you. That's
so
my
behave.
point. That's my point.
behave.
So
It works.
This works.
Cost the monkeys and get elected.
And he is elected. And don't be surprised because it's happened already. It's happened in Bonaire. It's happening in Curacao, but Curacao people,
Thank God they
but
can't
Al-
come St. Martin yet.
But Al and Andrew,
Because they're already here.
let me pay attention to what's going on. On St. Martin, we are hiring the same individuals who think like that, putting them in positions as consultants, and then we turn around and tell our children who went away to study to come back. Hold on,
It's
the
a buffet.
persons in the
got two
consultancy
cooks.
seat don't want to give up their position, don't want to give up the power because they notice, oh, it's more, it's strong, oh, warm, lekker. Then
you got the colonial, I mean,
No more drink for you. No more drink for you.
you got the colonial, I mean, coho
Watch
going
this,
on.
watch this. It even gets more
TWO.
interesting when they're going to turn around and say, oh, APS in trouble. Yes, APS is in trouble because you're constantly hiring consultants. The consultants does not put back into the pot.
Let me
Come
cook.
on.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook.
Common sense ain't common, but
Let me cook.
this is the reason why we are in the predicaments we are today.
Yeah.
Every other country is looking out for themselves. Who started it? Watch this. I'm cooking. I'm sorry. Listen to me good. Every other country right now, starting with Trump, everybody, oh, he's crazy. But what is he doing? He is securing for his people.
And that's why-
And when he say his people, mean the rich Americans.
No, it don't matter.
USA.
USA period.
I ain't gonna help you.
But watch this.
Right.
What have our elected officials secured for us?
Boom! That's my turn to come in. Did you guys see the responses to that from the people, from our leaders?
Weak response.
It was a week. It was a week.
First of all,
it was a week.
It was weak.
It was weak.
Lewis did one in Dutch.
But
Forget how you know.
Bro,
No.
Can I
no.
speak?
They normally don't do that. They
Okay.
normally don't do that.
Let me get
He
him.
directly went to the Cameron member of Parliament and he told him, mind your business, read the Constitution, study Castellalis, because you can't come for us yet.
Bullshit. You know what he said? In his post, and I didn't want to single him out, but you guys calling him. In his post, he says, let's get back to the core values of equality, respect for each other, and a common destiny.
Open up press release.
Partner,
He
what
messed
the
up. He messed
hell?
up.
Which elected of which government or parliament of St. Martin or anyone in the Netherlands Antilles have ever experienced core values from the kingdom that state that make them feel that they are respected?
Irma,
We got loans. We didn't get help.
listen, but they come and we back together. Don't be ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Nobody else would have given us money.
Ungrateful.
Nobody else would have given us money.
They get Dominica money.
Hey, listen, stop. Bow down to the Dutch. They help us to come back where we is today.
That's that Suriname
And they
coming
own
out
us-
to you, partner.
They own us forever, and it's Oranje na boven.
The owner are you.
Are you going to courtesy and say, hello, Willem?
William was right. You remember that? William was right. You remember that?
But you know what's so messed
you
up?
stop.
No, but you know what's so messed up? And you're seeing it even more today. They're bringing in more of the Dutch people, putting them in the positions of we don't know how to write policies, we don't understand the law. Okay, cool.
Wat kan er niet schrijven? Wat is schrijven? Wat is papier?
No problem.
We don't know how to write the policies in the way they want it to go.
That's going to benefit them in the long run, right? Look what happened in Bonaire. Bonaire, they buy up the whole coast and they force all of the
Bonaire is Amsterdam. What are you
Hold
talking about?
on, exactly. Now it's Amsterdam. So now they force all of the locals to go live in a certain area. They buy it up.
What about the land that was taken from the locals?
Hold on, they getting more interesting. We gone over to our friends them on Sabre and Stacia. Look at how they crying over there, making things so difficult.
Thank God for Clyde Van Putten to hold on and not allow the Dutch to completely take over.
Right.
But
and they call it
he's-
crazy?
yes,
And
They
and
call
he's
it crazy.
wait
They say they call
they
it
But look now.
They call him crazy, and guess what? His own people do so. Yeah, you know what he's talking about. No.
He's the biggest vote getter
Ain't about
because
being the biggest vote getter.
they noticed like, hey boy, for real now, Clyde was right.
Because what happened? It touched your pocket.
Boom.
And William was right.
And that's
back
why
in
Clyde
27.
was right. Exactly.
It touched your pocket.
I'm going to tell you this. All you MPs and all you ministers that get up to talk nonsense about that, I don't want to ever hear you sing Lino song. When Lino song singing,
Say
one
nothing
island,
is-
shut up.
Oh.
One island, one people, and one destiny.
I thought he was saying
Don't sing that song. Yes, that's the same song.
Okay.
Don't sing that song and don't say it out your mouth if you
Right.
don't believe it. Because one island, one people, one destiny mean one St. Martin. That mean no Dutch, no French.
Let's take a-
so let's get to it.
Let's take a
Got one-
commercial
let's
break.
take a break.
And when we come back,
Let's get some drinks in.
we get some. No more drinks for you.
I wonder if the video is recording with how loud the government party going on right now.
Listen, we live, government administration building, Carnival celebration across from the Carnival village.
Happy birthday, mommy.
Make it make sense.
It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Miss Lawrence.
Hey.
Big up yourself.
Thank God for making this one.
Ah, got that too.
And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to be. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me all that I should know. And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to be. To evoke some empathy. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how the way to go. Tell me how the way to
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the late night show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the late night show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the late night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late night.
You know, guys, it's all about culture,
Are you doing the port me? I like it here.
carnival, and everything.
Oh, welcome back.
We
Of
done
course.
back long time.
Oh, we back?
No, we here.
We here. Cressburk, the host.
And over there.
We are still at the George Lane Ariel Festival Village. Of course, Carnival continues. It's been going slow so far.
It's slow today
But I
because
like
they do it
the
out over there.
support of the local events so far.
Yes.
I know it's going to get busier
Yes.
later down.
Yes.
So I must say
You're
congratulations.
going to get busier tomorrow morning.
Especially tomorrow morning. And thanks to the wonderful people at the government administration building
It's
that
that.
continue to work so hard to make sure that they pay all the vendors and not party away with a carnival party randomly the day before Jubilee.
You know what would have been?
Is it a holiday?
I hope it ain't a holiday, guy. Government's supposed to be regulating something for me.
Yeah, I hate it.
I
on that
hope
party
they
now.
do their work. And
I want to know how much it costs. I want to know if it was sponsored. I want to know where the money come from. 3 questions. Anybody answer? Stuart, you there?
You know what would have been awesome? If they had give every civil servant a bond to come to the village and support the village.
No, that means they actually had the thing. Stop,
Wait,
don't do
hold
that.
on.
They're
But-
busy running government. They can't take that fast. Stop.
That's running government. I am literally right now seeing people dancing and costumes.
Alston, I
What-
think it is important to realize that it is not about the hype. It is not about the culture. It is about the civil servants showing appreciation
What accent
to
is that?
them.
Is that Dracula?
It's supposed to, it's a mixture of.
That's the Count from Sesame Street. That's
Yes, you got it.
One pretension, two pretension.
One carnival, 2 carnival, 3 carnival.
One village, 2 village, 3 village.
Hey, you're terrible. Listen, Al, we
That
still
is a
gotta
village.
we gotta be grateful for certain things. For example,
What we grateful for in a colony? I just want to know.
we gotta be grateful for certain things.
I don't see how you see it.
The Carifta Games.
Yeah.
Some of
Carifta
our
Games.
own local
They
talent went out
represented.
there, represented. We had Coach Dwight for the
Yeah.
Thematic Aquatics Federation. He went out, he did his thing.
We had that young boy that ran. He ran in the Carifta Games as well. He's from Hillside, formerly from Hillside School.
Yeah.
I know his father very well. Proud of that young man. But I want to say this about sports. St. Martin actually, as a society, this is the highest it's ever been in terms of supporting our athletes when they go out. And it's still ain't enough. It's horrible. 1 or 2 businesses pick up and put up some billboards to support the young athletes.
Don't be ungrateful.
And the parents.
We didn't
I'm
have
not
nothing
ungrateful.
before.
I am not
We
ungrateful.
didn't have nothing before.
So we should be happy with
We
the
got-
crumbs.
Yes.
No,
That's where
but
you start.
This is a
Alston, that's where you start. Because if they wasn't paying attention, they wouldn't have put nothing
you
up.
so
They put
sorry now.
one, they put 1, 2. It's a beginning.
So that's
I
why.
know they're going to do better. It's a beginning.
So that's
If
why.
they didn't do nothing at all, we would have been screaming right now, support, local.
If they didn't do
have-
nothing at all, it would be as normal. I think the Suriname in you make you feel
complain
very
about
grateful for
complaining.
anything.
Yes, that's where it's supposed to
But
start.
we have rights. There's development. We
Which
are not.
they haven't been respecting for how many years, Alston?
Your partner, Lyndon Lewis, when he went to the
He's
state.
not a partner, he's a member of parliament. That's it. I went to school with him, that's all.
Y'all
My
don't,
partner.
y'all don't have private conversation?
Wait, whoa, no, he's a member of parliament. I don't like to talk to politicians. No.
Okay. He said about equality is the core value of the kingdom. If that is such, please prove to me one place in the entire kingdom.
He won't be robbing.
And I'm not talking about. I'm not
on Lyndon.
I'm not hating on Lyndon.
You hated him.
Not hating on Lyndon. Lyndon is.
Is
a
it because
kid.
you wear better suits?
No, listen. You don't even know this. Me and Cressburk know this. Anybody with sugar blood, who we respect. I respect Lyndon Lewis. He from half.
Boom, man.
You sound like
Boom,
Stephen
bam.
A. Smith.
You
You
know
know, LeBron James. He is by far
You know what?
the best.
But you know what?
I don't want to downplay it.
Lexify.
But when he said but, you know what I mean.
But you know why?
It is disrespectful. The things that you're doing. Whoa. So
Lakers
before
and-
you rip on somebody up, you praise them and then he goes. That's Alston. Go ahead.
Linda
Lakers
Lewis,
and
Linda Lewis,
Lakers and back.
has petition blood sinkers is the independent country that make it all decisions.
That's like
So,
saying I
he
have
good
no
with me.
friends.
But my point is, we have never experienced equality in the kingdom. We've never experienced respect in the kingdom.
No.
And now everybody is, what he talk about? We've been telling all you this. We need to have a referendum. All MPs
They're not
paying
gonna do that.
attention. Have a real referendum.
That means they have to actually organize one. No.
They have to organize
They're
it.
going to say the people ain't ready.
And that discussion from that dude has to be part of the education. Because this is how they think about us.
You know what's
We monkeys.
something that we need
You
to
are
look at?
a monkey. I'm not a
real.
monkey.
Yeah, but
I'm a person.
they don't care what. Listen, as long as they can come and enjoy themselves in the sun, sand, sea, that's it. They don't care who lives on it, and they don't want the government people to.
You know what else they don't care about?
Too much. Yeah.
That person that said that, Terry, whatever his name is, he have no idea what he's talking about. Leave 10,000 foreign people just come into St. Martin's.
I like how he said we have
when right now,
55,000 people on the island. What else? What?
45,000.
45,000?
idiot.
But that's
know how
always
many
based.
illegal people here?
But that's,
What's wrong with this man?
that's always based on statistics.
You know what we should say?
Report like years ago.
We should have like another tourism department that says, hey, people with money come because our crime doing so good. We have such developments in crime. Come.
You mean like the STA that they ain't ready yet?
You understand nothing about this? Like the gun amnesty thing that's open that received 2 guns the last
It's only they
month,
received
2?
more.
No, three. No, but 2 toys and 1
You know what I'm saying?
No, it was more than that, man.
No, there were toys. Two of them was like look like guns.
But no, it's
Not the one that they take from the Minister of Finance and had him get sentenced at 80 years old. Not that one.
The former minister.
Former Minister
But that was a toy gun.
Richard Gibson. But he appeal it. He gonna be good.
Richard Gibson is a respected person in his
The man has
community.
a letter from the Minister of Justice.
He waited till he was 80 years old for his government
To test
to
out
put a sentencing on his record. He gets sentenced for a firearm, something that looked like a firearm at 80 years old. Hello, my father. Yo,
It looked like a firearm. It was nobody checked to see if it actually was.
not to mention he had a letter from the previous minister, Lewis, who said it was okay, come true.
This is how prosecution works.
I'm not blaming them.
You take the law and you use it to
Yeah,
prosecute.
man.
When you want to use it.
Yes, it's when it's convenient. That's
Because
the
if
thing
a
with the law.
minister tells me, Al, you know what? You could do that. And then I do it, and I have the letter from the minister in my pocket saying, Minister tell me to do that. And then you leave me go home with it. And then you call me to court and you sentence me.
That's why
I got to bond on the court bill. I ain't saying I'm going to do that. But the court bill I need to bond on, and they need to come off the flag. Sorry, Rosie.
and that's why
Need
you
to come out
call
of the flag.
and that's why you call Shamira and then she defends you. You got no problem.
Shamir didn't say nothing about that.
No, but she's a lawyer, so
None of the MPs defended Richard Gibson. One of them, who was the assistant leader of a particular party, they did not even get, nobody get up and defend him.
What's wrong with him?
I didn't call no name.
No, he does venting, and that's good now.
Yeah,
So
but
then-
you can't call
but
them.
then
Call
what
them names.
happens
Don't say
to
a political.
No, but what happens? It gives the people them a little information, and then they be like, "Hey, let me go look for this thing for real."
Right.
Because the sentence, remember, I had like.
Yeah.
I want you to look for the receipt
And then
for this
one of the
Carnival
prosecutors was
party
like, "You
at the
don't
government
really know."
administration building. Somebody send me a birdie, send me a little message, send me a text. Just give me the amount that they spend on this party, please. That I'm begging you. Civil service,
Send
I
a
got a
menu.
problem with you.
Send a menu. Want to know
I got a problem with the government. This is ridiculous.
No, but
I
you
love
know
how
what?
you.
You know what?
But this is ridiculous.
We just do this to ourselves. Watch this. The Dutch government made a statement that you need to get your budget
And we reckless.
up.
Yes,
by
we
April
reckless.
the 30th. Hold on.
Even
Wait,
that's
wait, wait, wait,
nonsense.
wait, wait. No, it ain't
Stir the
nonsense.
monkeys.
It makes sense, right?
Why didn't they do it last year? Or the year before that? The year before that? The year before.
Stir the monkeys.
Wait.
Give me a lighter.
We does allow it because the stupidness we doing. Watch this. Instead of walking towards the budget, the finance minister say, "Oh, we're going to send a letter because we're going to be late with it." When they see, because they're going to look, because we the sell out ourselves, we the snitch on ourselves.
Okay.
You got big party going on.
Yes.
You're working on the budget.
No.
On the 30 something, they're going to catch all of you in here walking up and doing all kind of thing. But you're working on the budget. And when they come with
They
some
need the time to
stringent-
relax.
No, Andrew.
So does the
when
Dutch
they
government know
come-
this is going on?
Of course.
They gonna know now.
Of course.
They gonna know now.
Now you got Jan, Case, Peter, and Paul over there.
I see,
Deze mensen.
Nee, look,
Ik kan me niet voorstellen, ze luisteren niet. Wat? Ze doen een andere party en hebben ze een grote village. Het is de cultuur, ik begrijp. Anyway, okay, Wilders.
The question is now, what's
Come in.
priority?
Can I bring this together?
Bring it.
We just now were talking about something to do with the prosecution or the justice area, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys see that last judge that left St. Martin? Did you see his outgoing
Wouter is right.
Wouter?
Yes, Wouter.
So Wouter is really
I
talking a
shared,
lot.
but I didn't read it.
Okay. Obviously, you don't read yours. Anyway, Wouters came up and said, listen, St. Martin, I am pushing that the court system and the prosecutor's office has more local people who are more in tune with local issues and understand the culture, right?
A Dutchman said this?
Yes, Wouter said this. And this is the judge used to ride a bike.
Yes.
Not, when I say bike, not St. Martin bike, a bicycle, okay? But anyway, let's get back to it. In his last statements to St. Martin, he says he loves St. Martin, he had a great time here, and St. Martin is in his heart, and also under his skin. So he proved the point that people in the justice system are not connected to our culture because under we skin mean what? If I say Cress, my Cress, I get under my skin, what I mean?
You said under my skin?
Oh yeah, you should watch News Desk. Because you would see me read his press release.
No,
he says,
I only watch it for yes. I don't really watch it for yes. But wait,
yeah,
hold
okay,
on.
I understand that. But listen,
You got hit though.
You know why I beat?
boy, you know I be boy. But listen to this. He proved his own point, because his point was that everybody in the courthouse and the prosecutor's office, please, you don't harass me, okay, has no, a lot of them don't have connection to the public.
No.
And then he uses a phrase which he meant well. I think he meant, you are in my heart and forever in my soul.
Under
But he
my
said,
skin does not.
Under my skin.
No, under skin is like it's like
He said he gonna
you
miss
get
him
under my skin.
He said you're gonna miss him, Martin. I'm gonna miss him, Martin, but are you under my skin?
No, it's not. That's not how it works, Your Honor. No, that's not how it works, Your Honor.
He probably watched this show.
Under my skin, het betekent dat je bent lastig. Je bent vervelend.
Yeah.
That's what under my skin mean in Caribbean terminology.
And since this is such a big confusion, maybe it's proof that St. Martin and the Netherlands don't have nothing to do with each other.
No.
Because you don't understand each other's culture.
No. Don't be a racist. No.
I'm not a racist.
Not because he didn't
I love
understand that lingo means he don't have no love.
I like
for
what
the
he said.
island.
Let me bring this one here. He doesn't understand the lingo, but he is sentencing local people for local things. So you don't understand locality, but he sentences local people. I could tell you something. I went to court. Wouters was a judge for something related in Carnival, where a person did not follow
He just admitted
the
that
registration. Yes, I was in court for the SCDF. I was in court defending the SCDF.
That's why Carnival is so horrible. You see?
If I'm just doing Carnival and ended up in court, what does that say? Anyway, we ended up in court because somebody didn't follow the rules properly, and the judge couldn't understand what was going on.
It was like, what?
He couldn't understand it.
What do you mean?
We said, sir, we have a registration date, and there's registration rules.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, but she want to sing, leave her sing. But we lost money. The SCDF lost money. And you laughing, but Wouter, you know what? You forever in my memory, and you under my skin too. I'm serious though. How'd you get on the floor? You bring me on the show, you want me to shut up. I ain't shutting up. You pour me another drink. Pour me a drink. Oh, do stupid.
But
I'm serious.
Other than that, we have what a little
So Wouter,
issues we have.
what little issues?
Yeah, little
We don't have little issues, bro.
Let me
I don't know where you live in. Dutch Quarter ain't in French Quarter, no. We got issues.
Okay.
The roads. Let's talk about the roads.
Well, some of them get patched up.
I'm a part, no.
Some of them get patched up.
Yeah.
He patched us
I just call him.
He patched us.
I just call him Patrick Gums.
Then he just patch it.
This Patrick good. He Patrick good.
Patch up Dutch Quarter, big up yourself. I mean, we were driving on some holy roads.
You see, and you know what? I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring that up.
Can I bring up?
Because 3 times you use the word, we shouldn't be ungrateful. You people in Dutch Quarter shouldn't be ungrateful for the road being bossed up for 15 years.
15 alone, he's talking about.
Oh, But don't be ungrateful at all.
just start.
It's not like you need a real road.
Just start.
Oh,
At least it's
But the ungrateful was
At least the start.
It was in a different country.
they only had 300 years
It wasn't a
to
good-
bring us up to speed.
it wasn't-
Well, welcome to the future. We begin to fix our problems now.
Who fixing it?
I just saying, stop complaining about things that was if they're already starting.
Can I
Don't
ask-
kill a vibe for somebody that is trying to?
I'm not against
Don't be ungrateful.
No, Patrick Gumbs is doing the best he could do. I don't have no problem with him.
Nobody said that.
I'm
But
trying to point out that when MPs get up and say, let's get back to the core of equality, we are not equal. Our roads are not like
MPs lie.
Amsterdam.
MPs lie. Surprise. Can we move on?
No, ain't that they lie. They love the feel-good speeches. The feel-good speeches telling you something that you actually
But who it feel good
when
to?
you hear it, it's like, oh my God, he said it so lovely, but it ain't.
You want me to give you an example
It
of?
don't got no substance.
Let me give you
Andrew.
let me give you an example of how good his government is. So apparently in Dutch Quarter there is a situation whereby buses are being harassed by residents or non-residents coming inside of the bus when they stop and robbing the particular bus driver.
I said our crime is doing
So-
well. Like our crime,
Hold on,
it's on the next level.
I could talk.
Can I get a drink?
So as soon as the minister hear about this, she come out with a press release and she says, I condemn these acts that is happening in Dutch Quarter. It is horrible what is going on, and therefore we're going to organize a committee that is going to study the safeties and the robberies and the forensics of
Wait, did you just say a committee?
carjackings.
Did you just say?
They're gonna make a committee.
Sorry. Did you say a committee that's gonna check out and investigate the crime? You mean like
Not the crime,
you
but
mean
the
detectives?
safety. No, the
detective
safety
department.
The
You mean-
safety of our bus drivers, because this is so important. The same bus drivers you can't meet yet, Trisha, so that we could go to Marigot. Can we go to Marigot again in full force? Because people still wait an hour or two for a bus. So how about we fix that first before you worry about them getting carjacked? Forget that one. Let's put on Natalie, the
Why-
Justice
can I
Minister,
ask why we have
and
to do
work
one
on
at a
meeting,
time?
with the bus association who have been waiting. They've been waiting for 3 months to meet you, Krisha Heidegger-Martin.
Yo, there's a
And you
person-
don't answer. Answer your email. It works. Just press reply.
Okay.
I don't.
Yo, there's an old lady for real on Backstreet waiting for a marigold bus for like 3 months.
Wait, hold on. Let me dress up some thoughts first a little bit. Because what happens time after time again, everybody, that negative stigma, Dutch Quarter. A man could decide to come from anywhere on the island and say, you know what, because of Dutch Quarter, I can just go and rob the bus in Dutch Quarter, right? Because
There's no police in Dutch
no
Quarter.
police there. You don't have no lights. Wait, no, you don't got no
Man,
lights.
drink.
But they're coming.
You don't got no lights. You understand? If you want to what you call it?
You don't have no
reduce
lights in
crime,
Dutch Quarter.
You don't have no lights them on the
Hey,
main
be
road.
grateful.
No.
All you got,
Different context.
Oh, you got
different
asphalt
context,
on the
different
ground.
different context. But understand that again too, with the cars them being stolen, if a man steal a car and bring it Dutch Quarter, it's not Dutch Quarter people that steal a car. 'Cause when you lock them up, you find them,
What is this?
you realize, but wait, he ain't even from Dutch Quarter.
Okay, but why he going Dutch Quarter with a car?
Because of the negative stigma, the constant, oh, Dutch Quarter no good, Dutch Quarter, blah, 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 blah.
It's a good place to hide a theft car.
Hey, you know I was walking just now.
But we gotta clear that up.
You know I was walking just now through the village, and somebody said you should try the pink pussy. It's a new drink at JW3. It's pretty good, I must say. You ever had pink pussy?
Yeah, well, the phase 3 one, the special drink.
Oh, the cock up. Let's call it right. The SCDF Village Cock Up 2025.
We had a winner, Booth 32.
Was hosted by Alston Lawrence. It was wonderful. 32 from Dutch Quarter.
Big up yourself.
Big up
Why
yourself.
did you say your whole name?
So,
Your whole name already on the screen
Tanisha
with the
Reed.
names. Why did you
Tanisha
say?
Reed. The Saran family. Big up by yourself. I come in for my phase 3.
That phase 3.
What is pastry?
Phase 3 is the name of the drink. The winning drink. You should
So
pay
go
attention.
get it.
Yeah, because you was there. I didn't pay
Hey,
attention.
can put some hair in your chest, then we can know who you be.
I want to see the drink called Who You Be.
Oh,
That's the drink I want to see.
That will knock you out.
No, oh, you know how I be?
That will knock you out.
Oh,
Bars.
Yeah,
Bars.
I love that. Politricks bacchanal session. We'll be back next week. Thank you so much for watching. Of course,
If you couldn't hear us, it's because we had extra noise across
They
the
gonna
road.
hear us.
The second village,
Oh, the
which on the same way with the second dump.
Oh, how to count it? How to count it? How to count it? One down.
One.
Two village. Three. I don't know.
But anybody here confirmation if they're giving away free passes? Because the people who organize, I understand.
I wish all those 200 civil servants
Big up yourself, Pete.
could have support the Queen show. They could have support the Calypso show. They could have support
Whoa.
monies.
They wasn't in the Calypso show for sure.
Exactly. That's why I'm.
They wasn't in Bangladesh.
I was your co-host, Cress. Host,
Hi,
Andrew.
What's up?
News desk, big up yourself.
I'm just visiting.
You should stick to news. You're horrible at this.
Pete,
You should stop.
big up yourself.
You just don't like. You know what Andrew doesn't like?
Pete, because without Pete,
Yeah.
none of this would have been possible.
Yeah, and we call him Pete. That's not his real name, but we call him Pete, so you all don't know who he is. But I would like.
I'm a good station.
Can I say something, please? Go in the comments and let Andrew know if you like me on this show or not, because he has a problem
I
with
do.
all the responses.
I try to
people
cut him
say,
off
"I'm
every
calling the show, keep pressing
I
on the
start
show."
taping and then he jumps in and he's like, I'm here, I'm the president. Oh.
You see, right now it's a good time for me because I'm really not connected to much stuff.
Guess what?
Keep on playing it. People might believe it.
We knock out.